Hi everybody, welcome back to one of another Nature Kids video for Civics. But this time it's for grade 9. So it's the first lesson and it's also English medium. Yay! Anyway, it's part 1. So stick around for part 2 which I'll be posting very soon. And today's lesson topic is social security. So without further ado, let's get started with the lesson. Now here's the introduction. Like in every lesson, working together is an important feature of the society. Every individual has the right to live freely without fear or suspicion. When these rights are protected, social security becomes stronger. Family, school, religions, and social institutions play a key role in maintaining social security. The government also supports it through the laws and special systems. Educated, self-disciplined, and respectful citizens help build a peaceful and multicultural society. Social security influences personal, social, and national development. So this chapter is not only just one chapter, it has a few parts, and now we're going to read them. First one is individual and society. Next we have social security. And next we have institutions that support social security. Next, laws and systems used to maintain social security. And lastly, we have duties and responsibilities of individuals. Now we're going to learn about individual and society. Family is a basic unit of a society. A society is a collection of many families. A group of people living in a particular geographical area and working together to fulfill their various needs in a key feature of a society. For this purpose, they establish different institutions, societies, and organizations. Therefore, a society is made up by individuals as well as organizations. Now we're going to learn about something that you probably have heard about earlier. Well, one word. This is a two-word thing, social security. You've heard the word security, but not with the word social. Well, when you think about security, the first thing that comes into your mind is probably a guy who's wearing a military uniform and pointing a gun at you. Well, this not only means a cop or the military of the USA. This also means different ways of ensuring protection for the public, and it actually means, you know what, let's just read what's on the screen. A society must ensure protection and security so people can live without fear. This is called social security. Respecting rules and organizing people and institutions help maintain it. Both individuals and groups play an important role in building a safe and strong society. Like I said, now we're going to talk about someone that you might have heard about earlier in life. Okay, I'm talking about Abraham Lincoln. He was from 1809 to 1865. He is a former president of the United States of America. He worked hard to establish social security for millions of people who suffered as slaves by abolishing slavery in the USA. He directly opposed the spreading of slavery and denounced free labor in free soil too. He is a prudent leader who established social security by being the emancipator of millions of slaves in 1863. Whatever you are, be a good one is one of his famous sayings. Anyway, now we're moving on to institutions that contribute towards the social security and services rendered. In every society, there are main institutions that help to ensure social security. Some examples are given below. As you can see here, we have some institutions here in this ball. And then spread out here, we have some institutions, which is said right here anyway. First, we have our dear old familia, also known as family. And we got our school, our big old pile of bricks. Next, we got religious institutions and social institutions. Now let's see the role played by the family towards social security. The family plays an important role in building social security. As they say, they tell that your parents and your familia are actually your first teachers, and our teachers are actually our second teachers. I do not know how that works, but anyway, it teaches individuals how to behave, be disciplined, and adjust to society through love, care, and guidance, and the family helps to develop responsible and confident individuals. Living together also builds shared feelings, which supports a safe and secure society. Our family isn't the only thing that should be there in Social Security. Well, it is one of the main things, but our family to be there in one of the Social Security key points, they've got some responsibilities to do. And when I mean some, I mean a lot, like a truckload of responsibilities. Anyway, let's read them. First, we have developing healthy relationships among members. Okay, before I start, first of all, you do not need to study, I don't know how many I've written, I did 20 of them, I think. You don't need to study all of these. Maximum, I think you should at least study 5 or something. Anyway, first we have, I'm saying it again, developing healthy relationships among members, conducting healthy relationships with relatives and neighbors, maintaining healthy relationships with different individuals, guiding towards better socialization, improving qualities like love, compassion, and kindness, ensuring security and protection, preventing the use of alcohol, drugs, and antisocial misconduct, adapting to protect important cultural values, encouraging listening to others and respecting their views, providing necessary training to work cooperatively with others, leading by setting a good example, directing to follow instructions given by elders for personal welfare, encouraging self-control and emotional management, guiding towards positive thinking about individuals and society, preparing for a simple and sustainable lifestyle, and explaining the need to be law obedient. Wow, I felt like I just read a dictionary. Well, I found out that Lincoln wasn't the only guy who snuck himself into our book. Yeah, we got another old, I don't know, century old dude. Yep, it's Thomas Alva Edison, and he's practically the guy who created the LED. And now let's see how he became this master of the light bulb. As a small child, Thomas Alva Edison came home from school one day and handed over a letter to his mother. He said, "Mom, my teacher gave me this letter. She asked me to give it to you. She wanted only you to read it. What's in this letter?" She started reading the letter. Her eyes welled up with tears as she read the letter. She read out loud to her child, "Your son is a genius. The school is too small for him and doesn't have good enough teachers to train him. Please keep him at home and teach him yourself." What was written in the letter was carried out as advice. Many years later, after Edison's mother had died, he became the greatest inventor of the century. One day he was going through an old trunk and by chance he came across the folded letter that his old teacher wrote to his mother. He opened it, And what he saw was actually quite surprising and kinda rude. Your son is a great fool. We cannot allow him to continue his studies in this school. Please keep him at home and teach him yourself. After reading the letter, Edison became emotional and then wrote in his diary, Thomas Alva Edison was a great fool whose mother turned him into a genius of the century. And fun fact, this guy was born on 1841 and he kicked the bucket on 1931, which means he actually died, if you didn't know. Died. Now, speaking of school, now let's learn about the contribution from school towards social security. From the family, children move into the school environment. Ah, yes, the good old stack of bricks, which plays an equally important role in ensuring social security. The school is a well-organized institution that provides a strong foundation for building a safe and responsible society. It develops students' knowledge, attitudes, skills, and good discipline, which are essential for becoming good citizens. Through education and guidance, the school helps individuals learn proper behavior and prepare to live responsibly within the society. Now we're going to talk about tasks fulfilled by the school towards social security. Provision of system education, producing fair, social, well-disciplined individuals, making perfect with competitions, producing individuals with balanced personality, stuff like that. You can see all of them right here on the screen. And remember, do not study okay, maybe if you want you can study all of these, but I say just study at least 5 or 3 of these, because that's the maximum that might come for your term test. Contribution from religious places towards the social security. Religious places play an important role in building a peaceful society by promoting good habits and moral values. The main aim of every religion is to encourage people to live cooperatively, harmoniously, and unitedly as responsible citizens. Religious institutions also work to create understanding and harmony among different religions and ethnic groups. In this way, they can make a significant contribution to social security and peaceful living in society. And here are some places where you might have gone to have a clear mind and gain your sixth eye. Anyway, this can actually bring some good facts from us. Now let's see what they are. Again, only study like 5 or 3 of these things. Inculcating of good attitudes, establishment of discipline and education, driving towards spiritual development, producing virtuous citizens, rescuing people from liquor and neurotoxins with sound advice regarding the harm done, educating people about antisocial behavior and damages caused as a result of involvement in such activities and preventing such acts, raising awareness regarding cooperation and assistance, teaching to use and protect customs and traditions, setting of correct and positive vision about life, aka opening up your third eye. Anyway, next is extending assistance to establish national harmony and national integration, and lastly, working towards the suitable peace. Okay, how are all these old folks just finding our way into our books? Anyway, this old grandpa is Reverend for Marceline Jayakodi, who was a Catholic priest, but he had a sound knowledge of Buddhism. Buddhist songs that he composed are very popular. He was called priest in the temple, because he worked hard to bring about unity among religions. So that's all for today, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and why not even share it to your family and friends? I'm quite sure I'm gonna get haunted by Lincoln's, Edison's, and that Reverend Father Catholic priest guy. Because I see someone in the mirror. Anyway, please subscribe. I know I've been saying this a lot in my videos, but please subscribe. And I'm quite sure I'm about to die this afternoon because I am not delusioning. I am seeing things. Anyway, I will be seeing you guys in my next video. So until then, it's me signing off. Nature Kids. Bye.